Previously on the Raccoon's Den.
That externship is really eating up my hours. Plus my catering's taking off, I just don't have the free time anymore.
Hey Bandit, I won't be able to help with the group anymore. Some stuff came up with the family. I need to be there for them right now.
I'm moving.
Moving?
Now my parents want the house cleared in 3 months.
So where are you gonna go?
I'm not leaving California.
Hey, look at this contest.
This is a chance to be a character on the new season.
Think you should enter? If I win this, maybe I can network my way into game design like I always wanted.
What are you drawing?
It's for a contest to be in the reboot of Saturn Soldier.
Aren't you a little old for things like that?
It's the closest I'll get to being an animator.
Guys, I can't do this. With everything going on right now, I just kind of feel like I'm back at square one.
You can't let that get to you.
You'll find another job.
Whenever I was going through something, working on our project always helped me stay on my feet. Now I don't feel that way anymore.
Hey, it's gonna work out.
Just gotta take it one day at a time.
You're right. It's one day at a time.
BCB and I are finishing our entries for a contest.
I said they wanted to be an animator?
For me, it's game design.
It's worth a shot.
What about you? Well, when this is all over and done with, what do you plan to do?
Doing okay?
I always knew I'd be leaving this place someday, just didn't imagine it'd be like this.
Where are you gonna be staying?
I'm gonna be crashing with Abby for a while.
Let me know when you're settled in so we can hang sometime.
Morning, Bennett.
Morning, Abby.
You have one new message. First message. Hey Abby, I was calling to ask what you're up to, but I guess I called a little bit too late. I've been so busy with work that I haven't
Bandit,
been
get
able
in
to
here.
keep in touch with everyone that much. But it's all good, you know. I'm doing okay.
Flash left the voicemail last night.
But anyway, I was wondering if you're gonna be home tomorrow because I'm gonna be in the area for a little bit. So if you're not busy, maybe we could get lunch together. Hit me up. Peace. End of messages.
It would be nice to see him again.
Only thing is I won't be home until around 5.
I'm just calling back on your schedule.
I will on my break. Say hi to him for me, will ya?
Yeah, no problem.
How you holding up?
Alright, I guess.
Got in pretty late last night.
Yeah, Sashimi lives out in the desert now. Quite a drive both ways.
For sure. Bandit?
Yeah?
I know it's been a few weeks, but have you talked to your boyfriend about this yet?
The move? Yeah, but I don't like pushing this sort of thing on him.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it. What you're dealing with wouldn't be easy for anyone.
It doesn't feel that way.
Hey, I know this is rough, but you're not going to go through it alone, okay?
Thanks.
Anyways, I'm off to work. I'll catch you later, okay?
How long have you been like this?
About 2 months.
Is there anything I can do to help you?
No, man. It is what it is.
I'm so busy today. I have to go home, change, and go back out. This order is going to be huge. At this rate, it's going to be an all-nighter.
Should we cancel on the lunch date then?
No, I'd rather not. I haven't seen you guys in a while.
Well, just keep us posted on what works for you.
How's everything going on your end?
It's been better.
Any updates on that contest?
I'm still waiting for a response from the network.
Well, if it doesn't work out, you can always try art school.
Yeah, I've thought about that, but I don't know if I should.
Why not?
What if it doesn't work out? What if they don't like my style?
You'll never know until you try.
I guess.
Besides, it's not like you wouldn't have the time.
What do you mean?
Well, is the group still a thing?
Bandit hasn't really talked about that in a while, so...
I wouldn't be surprised if it came down to that. It's not like it's a bad thing.
I guess we'll know once it comes up.
You can start fresh and try something new on your own.
Yeah,
Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
for sure.
See ya.
And they just dropped this on you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow. It's messed up.
And that's how I ended up at Abby's.
And how are things with the group?
It's just me with Abby and BCB. Birds had to help his folks out, and Static has a catering business taking off. I can't think of any good ideas. I feel like I'm just stuck.
If you ask me, I think you're burnt out.
It wouldn't be the first time.
No, I mean really burnt out. I've noticed you just don't have the same attitude about this stuff anymore. Not since after I left the group. I think I know what the problem is. Maybe you do have ideas, but they just don't work with what you're doing now. I mean, think about it. Eventually things will get better, and the events and all that fun stuff will come back. But if you ask me, you're capable of doing so much more, especially now.
And then we both tried to hit the puck at the same time, and it just flew off the table.
You and Flash really get into it with air hockey.
Oh, and then there's sashimi. Same exact thing.
You three are ridiculous.
You're surprised?
I think Flash has a good point, though.
Yeah. And it's not that I don't want to.
Are you nervous?
I don't know. At one point I wondered if we're too old for this.
To be part of and enjoy the fandom?
Oh, I meant with our project.
Oh, well, in my opinion, no. Do you think you're too old for this?
No. I guess I'm just not sure what I'm doing it for.
Well, we've never made content for money or tried to go viral, right?
Right.
As far as I'm concerned, it's always been about working together and having fun.
It is.
Well, there you go. Pressure's off. There's nothing wrong with having fun. Maybe you just need another break from this.
What if it was more than a break? I mean, now might be the time.
Flash did say that branching out would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, how's staying with Abby going?
It's fine, but temporary. I should find my own place soon.
What about Freak? You've been together for a long time. Why not move in with him?
It'd be nice, but with all things considered, I feel like it'd be asking too much.
Well, when do you see him next?
Later today.
Think about it. One thing's for sure. When this is all over and done with, the group needs to get together for that lunch date.
Definitely.
Got a little coffee on it, but it's good, and I'm ready.
Can't wait to see if we got in.
All right, let's do this.
Well, hurry up. What's it say?
Hold on, man, hold on. Dear Loud and Eric, Thank you for your submission and interest in the contest. Yeah. Unfortunately, your entries are not among those selected.
Well, it was worth a shot.
It would have been cool if we ended up winning.
Yeah, I could use the good news.
The whole move kind of getting to you too?
I guess what's bothering me is what's gonna happen to our group.
Static said we should try doing something new on our own.
In other words, we should split up?
Maybe, I guess.
Am I weird for worrying how that's gonna affect our friendship?
Why would it?
You remember everyone else who used to be in the group last time?
Yeah.
When we split up, we all completely stopped talking to each other for a long time. I'm worried about that happening again.
Hey, our friendship isn't going to change because our team's not making content anymore. I promise.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't know.
I think it'd be a great idea.
Well, I've been staying with Abby until I can find another place.
You wouldn't have to worry about that if you moved in with me.
I know, but I don't want to push that on you.
You're not pushing anything on me. I'd love to have you over.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I guess I was just trying to make things easier on us.
We'll be able to make it work.
It would be nice.
So let's do this. Move in with me.
Okay. And he asked me, so I said yes.
We're really happy for you, Bandit.
Yeah, that's great news.
Thanks. And I've been thinking about the group too. I know we haven't really talked about what we're going to do next, but I think it's time.
So what's the plan?
I've decided that it's time for us to take a break.
Till things clear up?
No, I think this time we need to go on a real break.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because you don't mind it just being the three of us.
The last time the group split up, I didn't really have a say in the matter. Now I do. And I think we should see what else is out there.
So when are we coming back to it?
When the time's right, we'll know.
The fandom will always be here.
That's true.
Got one more video to make.
I think you made the right choice.
I know.
If it were me, I think I would have done the same thing.
It's gonna be interesting.
Plus, now we can get cracking on some music.
Oh, you read my mind.
Hey, look.
Oh, you better give me that back.
Gotta catch me first.
You know I can outrun you.
Well, for one, never stopped me before.
Get back here.
So how's art school going?
I'm enjoying it so far. I'm working on my portfolio.
Nice.
How's the promotion at work treating you?
Pretty good, honestly.
Extra money is always good. You still do live streaming?
Yeah, I just hit up a recent sale on a bundle of games.
Heck yeah.
Oh, did you see Static's post from the other day?
Oh yeah, she won that regional baking competition. I'm really happy for her.
Same. Have you heard from Birds at all?
A little. He's still on that road trip he took a while back.
That's vacation for you.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, when do you think Bandit will be back in town?
Not sure. They said they'll try to make it back before the holidays.
Oh, we should probably get going.
The movie starts at 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
The Raccoon's Den is sponsored by Dragon Roast Coffee. Level up your coffee game with 4 great roasts to choose from, like the Paladin, with delicious chocolate and caramel notes to help kickstart your busy mornings. Or, for something soothing and warm after a long day, but without too much kick, the Monk is the perfect pairing for late-night gaming sessions, with its smooth, fruity, and floral sweetness. And now you can use the code RACKBREW to get 15% off your order. To view all flavors and additional accessories, visit www.dragonroast.coffee.
Happy 15th anniversary.
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 From the Raccoon's Den.